It's possible to earn a six-figure income and still be poor. Surprised? Don't be. Being poor isn't just about how much you earn, but the inability to manage, grow, and multiply your wealth. In his book, Rich Dad, Poor Dad, Robert Kiyosaki highlights a crucial distinction between being poor and being broke. According to Kiyosaki, being broke is temporary, while being poor can last a lifetime if necessary measures aren't taken. But Warren Buffett believes the key difference lies in the habits and lifestyles. You probably might have heard of Warren Buffett 1,000 times. He is one of the wealthiest individuals in the world, with an astonishing net worth of $123.1 billion, yet he still maintains a frugal lifestyle, while many people who earn far less than him often appear wealthier and more luxurious. A practical example. Do you know billionaire Warren Buffett does not use an iPhone 14 or 13? He uses an iPhone 11. As of 2013, he had an old Nokia flip phone, which he traded for an iPhone 11 in February 2020. How many times have you changed your smartphone since 2013? You're probably using the most recent version. But you know what? Looking rich doesn't make you rich. It only drains you of the little you have. Here are the 10 things the billionaire believes poor people waste their money on that keep them poor. Surprisingly, the 7th one is something many of us are guilty of. Number 1. Luxury items. According to global data, approximately 27% of regular luxury consumers in the United States are families with a household income of less than $50,000. From a $1,000 wristwatch to $850 footwear, many individuals are driven by the desire to look rich and garner attention. They spend hours in high-end stores, splurging on designer outfits to flaunt the money they don't actually possess. Do you really need those designer leather handbags, limited edition sneakers, and classic wear? You know what's interesting? The wealthy don't do this. They embrace simplicity when it comes to their appearance. They are not obsessed with designer outfits and luxurious brands even when they can afford them. Instead of going into debt simply to impress people who might not even care about you, consider channeling your money elsewhere. Why spend $900 on a single pair of pants when you could get 5 for the same price? Invest your money in expanding your skills. You won't need that fancy ride to earn respect. As Warren Buffett aptly said, if you buy things you do not need, soon you will have to sell things you need. Number 2. Unprofitable events. For the rich, time is highly valued as it equates to money. On the other hand, people with low incomes see their free time as an opportunity to have fun and enjoy themselves. Now, this is where it gets interesting. If it were just to waste their time, that wouldn't be a big problem. But they also waste their money organizing events like birthdays, get-togethers, vacations, or weekend trips to the beach. Although these activities are not inherently bad, poor people often treat themselves to hotels and services that are well beyond their budgets, which often lands them in debt. And have you ever been to a poor man's party? Oh my gosh, you need to attend one. The music was always blaring and everyone seemed to be screaming. At that time, I had a neighbor who would frequently host parties. One day, a friend visited me while my neighbor was throwing a party. I vividly recall yelling at the top of my lungs, urging my friend to speak louder because I couldn't hear him. The noise from the party drowned out his voice. He stared at me for a while, bent over his phone, and 30 minutes later, there was a delivery man at the door with a JBL. Number 3. Gambling is a popular activity that attracts a large number of participants. However, statistics reveal that only a small fraction of these individuals win. Fair or unfair, the rich do not buy lottery tickets. To the poor and even the average man, lottery tickets are an easy way to get rich quickly, and stories of people winning massive jackpots only encourage this. Yet, the chances of winning big are ridiculously small, and poor people waste hundreds or thousands of dollars on it every month. Now, imagine if all these funds were redirected into business ventures, stock investments, or personal development. The potential for financial growth and stability would be substantial. Next on the list is regularly eating out. Dining out regularly can quickly drain your finances. Statistics show that Americans allocate more than 50% of their food budget to eating out. It's a common habit among those with limited means to frequently order takeout or dine at restaurants. These seemingly convenient meals are, in reality, damaging your health and finances. For some, it's the addiction to junk foods. Think about it. The money spent on a single restaurant meal could cover your groceries for a few days. So why waste the money? Number 5. Drinking and smoking. If you are a regular smoker and you do your calculations well, you'll realize your packs of cigarettes for the year cost about $2,400, and alcohol expenses can tally up to a similar amount. Now picture how substantial your wealth could be in 50 years if you invest that money instead. Ever wonder why Warren Buffett abstains from smoking or drinking? Even though he grew up in an era where smoking was the norm, he's never touched a cigar. Apart from the obvious health benefits, steering clear of these habits keeps your finances in better shape. Some folks don't stop at smoking and drinking. They've practically made pubs and bars their second homes, squandering their money on a daily basis. Wasting money on alcohol, cigarettes, and hard drugs is indeed a one-way ticket to financial hardship. There are healthier and more budget-friendly alternatives out there. By choosing those, you not only take care of your well-being, but also your wallet. Another thing poor people waste money on is unused services and subscriptions. Many people might deny it, but when was the last time you hit the gym or consistently used all those streaming services, TV subscriptions, or even that magazine subscription you never read? All because there was a free trial or low starter price. Review your subscriptions and cancel the ones you haven't used for at least 2 weeks. If you truly need the service, you can always subscribe again. Number 7. Credit cards. Many people are guilty of this. Credit cards can indeed offer enticing benefits like cashback rewards and airline miles, but the key to staying ahead is using them wisely. Unfortunately, the reality is somewhat grim, with statistics showing that 23% of US adults between the ages of 18 to 29 have credit card debts that are 90 days overdue. The majority of credit card users often fall into the trap of not using them responsibly, which often results in accumulated interest. Using credit cards wisely means paying the full balance every month. The trouble begins when you carry over a credit card balance and start incurring interest charges. Those interest payments are where your hard-earned money goes. The 20% interest you pay on your credit card could be better utilized elsewhere. Warren Buffett strongly advises against taking out loans that involve interest payments without careful consideration. Carefully assess whether it is worthwhile to give away your money as interest before proceeding. If the purchase is not essential, it should wait until you can comfortably afford it. This approach can greatly help you avoid being ensnared by the expensive burden of credit card debt. Next on the list, latest gadgets. Have you ever noticed all those sleek and trendy smartphones, laptops, and other technological devices that are constantly being released? At first glance, they may appear impressive, but don't be fooled. More often than not, they aren't significantly different from what you already own, except for the higher price tag. Unfortunately, many people fall for this, which keeps them broke. It is the poor and the average class that often feel the need to upgrade due to the fear of missing out. The 9th thing many people waste money on is a new car. Buying a brand new car might sound exciting, but it's not the smartest move financially. The moment you drive a new car off the lot, it loses a bunch of its value. In just 1 year, it could be worth way less than what you paid. After 5 years, it could have lost over half its value. Ironically, many borrow money to buy new cars, and by the time they finish paying off the loan, the car is worth way less than they paid. Plus, new cars come with ongoing expenses and costs. So instead of buying new, consider getting a good used car. A car that's only a few years old can be much cheaper and still in great shape. Here's a handy rule. Don't spend more than 10% of your yearly income on a car. It's a way to ensure your car doesn't become a financial burden. Lastly, too many personal skincare products. Why turn your room into a beauty store just to look and feel good? Taking care of your skin is important, but bombarding it with skincare products isn't the way to go. Not only can it be harmful to your skin, but it can also be tough on your wallet. The beauty industry is always coming up with new products, and it's easy to get tempted to try them all, especially after seeing those glamorous ads. But the truth is, you don't need to. Keeping things simple is the key to success here. To get back your finances, start by taking the right action. Review your expenses and find ways to cut down on all frivolous spending. Hope you enjoyed today's video. See you in the next one.